baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the Houston Astros. First pitch coming your way next. And towing the mound for Houston in this one, Hunter Brown. What do you have on him, Chris?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Coming up on the first pitch, this is Anthony Siegler. And this one is off and running.
Ball.
Oh,
no.
He doesn't get the call. Ball 2.
Third pitch of this ball game, that one right in the zone. It's called for a ball, man. That's frustrating, but you've got.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. And the Red Sox jump in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, you got to love a game that brings some action from the jump. And at the plate, he was looking for a pitch to absolutely drive. And, you know, leadoff hitters aren't up there anymore just working the count, trying to get on. They're looking to make some noise and do some damage.
Ceddanne Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Red Sox already leading. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Stepping in, Wilyer Abreu. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Waste no time there. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Contreras now. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Wilson Contreras the opposite way. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
So digging in, Masataka Yoshida.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Well struck right field. See you later. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 5-zip.
back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, dude. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Next to hit, Caleb Durbin. He swings and fouls one off. On the ground to the left. Paredes fires over to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. Now batting Jarren Duran. In the air to left center. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Carlos Narvaez in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Quick toss to first, and he's back in safely. The 1-0. That one is absolutely belted. And that is a foul ball. In the air, right field. Smith has a beat on it. Brings it in.
Batting ninth, shortstop, Jun Cheng.
So up next, Sung-Chae Cheng. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Kai-Wei Teng, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Javier warming up as well. Duran, the runner at first with two gone. And that one's a little bit low. And the count is 2-0. Quick move to first. And he dives back in safely. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. That's down. One hops off the wall. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He's safe. It's 6-0.
Well done. Drives in the run. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Astros bullpen. Hunter Brown departs, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. The Astros turn to a new arm on the mound, Kai-Wei Teng.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And stepping in for Boston, Anthony Siegler, and he has a chance to homer for the second time this inning.
I'm sure it never crossed his mind and he'd get another chance to do that again in this inning, but here we are. Let's see if he can pull it off.
In the dirt.
Ball, no.
Runner at second, 2 down. That one missed. Now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. So it is a walk, and that sets up a big at bat.
Yeah, definitely pitched him with some caution there. The hitter has to have some discipline and patience as well, not being sure if they're coming at you or if they're working around you to get to the pitcher behind you.
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here. Home run. 4 home runs in the first inning make that 4 homers in the inning, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 9-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead, Wilyer Abreu up next for the Red Sox.
Drive.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Two down, nobody on.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground. Altuve handles it. Save.
He's
Fantastic effort, but that extends the inning.
Great at bat his first time up. Really good piece of hitting there his second time.
So 2 down, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-2 now.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. The 0-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. But they put a 9 spot up on the board here to open up a big lead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Red Sox 9, the Astros coming to bat. We go to the bottom of the first, and on the hill today, Sonny Gray. What's the word on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
Yordan Alvarez, the next to hit, takes ball one. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-0. Now one missed. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, third baseman,
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Paredes wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. Here's your one.
Ball.
Man at first, one away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Ball.
In the dirt. That misses, and now it's 3-2.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
So a walk puts runners at first and second. And now it's Christian Walker.
Hook one.
Way out front for strike two. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. 2 away now.
batting fifth, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
2 outs, runners at first and second. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve.
Ball.
Two on, 2 outs. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A 3-run dinger, and they cut into the deficit.
Jose Altuve packs a lot of power in his swing. The ball just explodes off his bat. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient, waiting for it. It was like BP all over again.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Nice curveball for a strike.
Ball.
1-1 is fouled off. Another 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. That is the inning. Jose Altuve goes yard for the Astros. It's now 9-3. New inning getting started. So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Foul ball, still 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And the 0-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to the lead. It's 10-3.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Next to hit, Caleb Durbin. First time up, he grounded to third. That one fouled off. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
No, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Duran takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. That one finds the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Ball 2, down.
Just
inside.
missed. One out, bases empty, and a run in here at the top of the second. Base hit, center field.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now here is Carlos Narvaez. And the 1-0.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And next for the Red Sox, Sung-Chae Cheng. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Now a quick throw to first.
Yep,
Durant
he made it.
dives back in safely. Going
Hi.
wide.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
Durant leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. In the dirt, blocked. Pena to second, pulls him off the bag.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if they are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
And with 2 down, the Red Sox. The early lead, Anthony Siegler up next for the Red Sox. He's already homered in this game.
Ha!
First and second, 2 down. Out towards right center field. Smith on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. It's now 10-3. Back here in Houston and stepping in for the Astros, Cam Smith.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
That missed by a lot. And 1-1. High in the air, out to right. And there's 1 down.
Batting 8th, catcher, Yainer.
Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. And that one is lifted in the air. Rafaela coming on. And a couple of quick outs.
Batting 9th, center fielder, number 28.
Here's the center fielder.
Hee-haw!
And that's downstairs. And it's 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Crushed to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. A solo shot. And they cut into the deficit. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jeremy Pena digs in now. Two down, base is empty, but one run across. Bottom half of inning number 2.
Aye.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Liner snagged at first. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. And this is now a 10-4 ball game. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound, Christian Javier.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Cedar Rafaela now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball 1. Hike.
Javier, 6'1" righty, 28 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic.
That's a ball.
Got him swinging. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. He's 2 for 2. Check swing, but he went too far, and that's strike 1. Fouled off left side.
Ball 1.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter, and I'm so glad I'm retired.
Contreras in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Ripped on a line to center. And that is that. Down in order go the Red Sox. They're up comfortably, though. It's 10-4. Back here in Houston, let's take a look at how the ball's been flying today. Plenty of power on both sides in this one.
Yeah, games like this were so fun for me as a hitter, Boog. You grab your bat and head to the plate thinking, hey, could be my turn to go yard next.
Ball.
I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start. He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Ball two.
That's a ball. Went with the sweeper. No question about this one. It's out of here. He blasts a souvenir into the second deck. And they cut into the deficit. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, but he squared it up and knew it was gone.
So next up for Houston, Isaac Paredes. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
No.
Two now. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Christian Walker will hit next. Flied to right his first time. Splits the plate. That's strike one.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Got him swinging. That K is his third of the game.
Second baseman,
Jose Altuve updated here. He had a big 3-run homer in his first trip. Outside low, ball one. That one ripped left field. Gone into the Crawford box is a home run. Jose Altuve will touch them all. Second home run of the inning for him. And they're chipping away. It's 10-6.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
The man they call Late Night Lamont steps in. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That is the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-run game at 10-6. Back here in Houston. This offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field. You know, these Red Sox putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Everything is clicking, and when you're producing more than 2 runs an inning, it's pretty obvious your hitters came to do some damage.
One up, one down.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your team really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Good eye right there.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
Stays alive. That's a little bit low. And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. 2-2 down. Out towards right center field. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder Jarren
So
Duran.
digging in, Jarren Duran.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
First pitch just misses. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. He circles the bases, and they add a run. It's 11-6.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 down. Now here is Carlos Narvaez. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Gets to it with a slide. And they get the out.
Ain't no stress, we relax, we relax, we relax, we relax. Yeah. Had to get back right, now we back in the back right, now we back.
Welcome back, and they
Number
turn to a new
41.
arm as we kick off the bottom of the fourth. Tyron Guerrero.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Digging in,
Leading
Cam
off
Smith.
the Astros.
Flied to right his
Right
first
fielder,
time.
Cam Smith.
Fastball for a
strike.
strike. Movement in the bullpen. Brian Bayo, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Swing and a ground ball. Siegler over to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Up next for the Astros.
So up next, Yainer Diaz. Flied to center his first time.
Ball,
Triple
inside.
digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Here's a 2-0. In the air, foul off first. Contreras under it, and he's got it.
Now batting, center fielder, number 28.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
No, that's in.
The Red Sox leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down 5. It's 11-6. Ready now for the
Leading off
5th
for the Red
inning.
Sox,
So stepping in for
shortstop,
Boston, Sung Chae Chang.
You know, these Red Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hits, so that
Ball.
goes to show they're getting contributions from top to bottom. Nobody's doing that by themselves.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
No,
3-2 now.
that's a ball.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now, Anthony Siegler. This one in the air, center field. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox, Center fielder,
Cedar Rafaela up next for the Red Sox. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on,
Ball.
that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that'll do it. Red Sox go down quietly, and it's still an 11-6 ball game. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jeremy Pena.
Ha!
And that's in there for a strike. Little slider that finds the mark.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
He needs to throw that breaking ball with just a little more conviction to get the swing and miss.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
In the air to left center. Rafaela settles underneath it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Astros. Designated hitter.
Now it's Jordan Alvarez. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Robert to right field, way back, gone. Another homer, his second home run of the game, and they close the gap. It's 11-7.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. He's flexing his power with another home run, Boog. Not surprising when you've got that kind of pop, but always impressive going deep twice in the same game.
One down. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. A strikeout and a walk. That clips the corner. Oh, 1 now. That one at triple digits. Going 2 now.
Ball.
Really
Down
good
low.
slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. To the warning track, makes the catch.
Up next for the Astros. First baseman, Christian.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tyron Guerrero out of the game. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
New pitcher now, number 56. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the third out.
What you want from me? Tell me what you want from me, and I give it to you. What you want from me? Tell me what you want from me, and I give it to you. You a 10, yeah, you a 10, yeah. New kids on the block like you.
We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. A.J. Blueball gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Leading off, Wilyer Abreu.
Ball.
Blue ball, a 6'2" righty, 190 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2022. A dive, he's got it. Throw to first, but he beats it out.
Safe.
And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
This is great work by the shortstop. He makes the throw across the diamond after the dive and just wasn't able to get it there in time. But I love how much he put into that play. And on the other side, he was really giving it his all down the line as well. Nice play on both ends.
So a man at first. Now it's going to be Wilson Contreras. Swinging a foul straight back. Oh, look at the stop. The feed for one. A sensational double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Stepping in, Masataka Yoshida. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Ball.
Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Bennett Sousa, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Two down, nobody on.
Ball
and
two.
Another ball. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Grounds one to short. Into the outfield, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman
Caleb Durbin up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a the 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball one.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
No.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
This one in the air. Durbin And there's one down.
Up next for the Astros, the shortstop, Jeremy.
Back to the top of the order, Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. And first offering is fouled off. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And just one out remaining for Houston.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Number 56 won't go any further, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with a new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for
Giovanni
Boston,
Moran
number
taking
47,
over on the mound.
Giovanni
Bringing in the
Moran.
lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Astros down to their last out. Here's Yordan Alvarez. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch inside, and now it's 3-2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Ball
Outside
four. Take
ball
your base.
4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Paredes
Ball 1.
in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball. Moran is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
7 home runs. What are we playing, wiffle ball? Anytime you hit 7 home runs, you better win the ball game, and that's what they did. Really impressive today.
12-7 your final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
No, I don't need you no more. You don't need me like you did before. I guess we lost the magic. Got to break the habit. I can tell you've given me up. 'Cause I know I don't get you no more. What a life.
it's true that they underestimate you.
My life is real, real.
So I'm fronting on them every chance I get, to be honest.
Wavy hair, mystique. Up in this deep chain with some sick feet. Corner of 10th Street. Scoop me in an MPV. I'm holding big. Soloist, vocalist, maestro. This fish grease. Recipes, polo. He see us, I was just with G. Just like